Hey everybody, welcome back to Champ and Sons and our Planet Coaster 2 series here at Austin's Wonderland, where you can see we have done some work off camera. It happens with every Planet Coaster series. I think almost everybody does work off camera. Sometimes it gets a little too far away from us, and this one got a little far away from me, right? So welcome back to the channel for those of y'all returning. If you're new here, welcome to Champ and Sons and all of our Planet Coaster content. Now, we did add the little viewpoint with a corkscrew portion of the track in the pond, just to give it a little, I guess, element more than anything. And we added the flat ride off to the side. That was stuff done off camera right there, that little greenish yellow one. So what we're really kind of doing right now in this episode, since we did surpass, since I didn't record that, is we're kind of figuring out a way to move guests starting to go this way, right? So we have our one coaster on that side, and now really we want to try to get guests to spread out. In an ideal world, you know, you get them moving, circling around the whole park, hit every area up, spend as much money as possible. That's the idea, right? So in this one, we need to get people started to go over here. Now, part of me says, well, obviously you put a coaster right there in that opening, you're going to draw a lot of attention. However, I think we need to put a couple of buildings here first. And what I'm going to add in, you'll see me start adding in here, is going to be just a little bathroom building. It's going to be an older style. I'm going to make it look like we're going to be updating it pretty soon. So that's going to be kind of the goal here. And then we're going to get a couple more buildings in, and near the end of the episode, we'll start in on a new coaster. I'm going to let this play for a few minutes. There will be some off and on as far as fast action like this. Well, it's not action, but fast building like this. And basically regular speed live kind of portions. And I will catch up with y'all in those moments. So I will see y'all at that time, everybody. And I'm back. So, what? See, that's what I meant with those little Viking wood structures, basically as support. I'm going to be updating this building. I just don't know when. I really just wanted it to kind of get put in so I can kind of see how it would squeeze through here. What you see me putting in right now are those little barrier pieces, since they did make an update to where those barriers actually prevent people from walking through them. They do go around, so I am putting those all around these basically small little wall sides of the building, and then I'll sink them down under so that way, people go through the opening portion of it there. So like I said, this is an older style building. We have some of the vending machines off to the side to get people kind of just coming into the area to use it outside of more than just going to the restroom and so forth. So that's kind of where that went. And that other open space, I did build a locker rental building. I haven't put in any lockers yet. In all reality, I just haven't decided if I'm going to build those lockers or if I just get some off the workshop. And in all reality, I'm seeing some pretty experienced people in this game just get them off the workshop. And I do honestly believe they could probably do better than what I can do in this situation. So I will probably grab those off the workshop, just not for a little while. Now we added the little tree section in the middle for some shading. So what I need to figure out is how we're going to kind of cover this thing up. And what I really mean by that is I don't want to just have a ride with an open background to it. We got to fill in that space. And so one thing I do want to add in is going to be a restaurant. But I don't think it can clash too much with the peep's point of view. So it's going to have a height limitation. And this is why you'll see me throughout these builds and these episodes kind of go down to this point, just to see from the peep perspective how they see things. So that's kind of what I'm doing here from this point of view. Then I got to get back to the right one, and so I can get my movements back down. This camera work gets kind of crazy at times here in this game. Play it long enough, you'll experience it too. Now, like I said, I have the planner right there, so it's going to be this open space right here behind this ride, and it's going to be a bigger style restaurant is what I want to put in, right? So we're going to go ahead and speed stuff up here, check in on the restaurant that we're building. I will join back up with y'all here in a couple minutes as this thing gets put together and really starts to take shape, and overall helps out the entrance to this park. All right, I am back. So I really like how this thing has turned out. The depth that it kind of gives, the color scheme, the light pink, it's not too heavy, and that's what I kind of do like about it. Um, Obviously these restaurants aren't something that I'm going to deal with interiors on and all that stuff and so forth. So I really wanted to focus more on the outside of the buildings, and I think with this park build, that's probably the way I'm going to do it. Focus on the outsides. I'll leave the interiors for a different time. But that's where we landed with this. Got the little fountain there at the corner, right by the seating areas. I just thought that looked nice. So here we're working on the sign to this supposed restaurant, Tacos y Mi Alma. Basically means tacos in my soul. that's what you get when you go to this place, man. Tacos become part of your soul, man. That's what it's all about here at Tacos y Mi Alma. And it works out pretty well. I like using these letters. I think they did a great job, and now the fact that you can actually resize stuff just that much better, and I know people have talked about it, I think, pretty well since the release of this game all the way back in December, or even before December, whenever it released. But I'm just saying, I haven't had it for very long, so I'm going to talk about it. That's just how I roll. So getting these letters put in and getting those signs actually removed out, I think this just turned out that much more pop to the restaurant than anything. In this, as we're getting it put together, and then especially with the red background, green lettering, basically like guacamole type stuff. Woo-wee. See, I'm not a big money spender at theme parks. I'll pack my lunch in an ice chest and keep it out in the car and go get it, and then go back into the park for free. But sometimes people would like to stop and get grubbins. I would stop and get some grubbins out of that place. Right. So now, here we come to one of our next portions, and we got this side of the park I want to build on going backwards. I'm not going to extend the parking lot out all the way. Maybe I will at some point start to angle and add to it, but just not going to get it going all the way that way. So I did want to put in a wooden coaster, right? I do enjoy them. Obviously, you have the RMCs, the hybrids, and all that. Those are, Iron Rattler and Texas Giant are my favorite coasters, mainly because those are the ones I've ridden on recently, but those are definitely the top two. However, my goodness, there is one that has snuck its way in, and I mean, it is one of the more intense coasters I've ever been on. And that is going to be the Texas Stingray from Seaworld. And that's what this coaster is inspired by, is the Stingray. And it's going to be fast. It's going to have a lot of twists and turns to it. So definitely hang on for while we get this thing built. And it's going to be a lot of fun in it. I'm going to hop off so y'all don't have to listen to my annoying voice during the build. We're going to go ahead and start getting this thing put together, and I will catch up with y'all near the end as we get ready for a POV of the ride at the end of this episode. And I'm back here as we get ready to finish up this coaster. We're doing some of the final smoothing on it, and I think you'll see a lot of the twists and turns that we're talking about as it goes through. I mean, I know you kind of seen clips of it like hauling ass through, but this is kind of sped up right now in this portion, so it's one of those things that I think turns out incredibly well for us in the end. We got a space in the middle for a little plaza section. That's going to be in a different episode as we get that portion built out, but I really like how this ride is coming along and how it's going to fit into this park. So while we do get some of this final smoothing done, guys, I do just want to remind y'all to hit the subscribe button if you have not hit it already. Hit that little bell icon so you can be notified of all the Champ and Sons content that we do upload here on the channel, whether it's Planet Coaster, college football, tons of stuff going out, stuff for everybody. So definitely hit that icon so you can be notified of all of our uploads. And then just, like I said, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoy the video, you enjoy this coaster, or you know what I'm talking about when I talked about the intensity of the Stingray. It should be, this should definitely come out pretty well. I really liked building it. I'm excited that we're going to get to the POV here in just under 1 minute from now, as we're finishing out the smoothing of everything. So it should be a good, smooth ride. Like I said, I do just want to thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for all the support. I'm going to go ahead and hop off here in just a second and let y'all go on this POV without any of my lovely commentary. But I will see y'all in the next episode, everybody. So as always, stay safe, and well, you know how it goes from here, right? Later, y'all.